Hello, Lolo, Combat and welcome back to another Marvel Snap Weekly recap. This week, we're going to talk about the new season, the Black Order season, look at the cards coming, then we'll do 10 decks of the week, and we'll end up talking about Beta Ray Bill and the patch that we had this week. So, let's not waste anyone's time, let's get straight into it. So, next season, or what should I say, Tuesday, right? Next season, Tuesday, whatever, is the Black Order. So there's 5 cards, I believe. Right now, I think all says Series 5. I'm hoping that's not true, because they did say every season we'll get a Series 4. I'm hoping one of them is a Series 4, but I don't know if we had any confirmation on that. So let's talk about it. So first up, we got the Season Pass, I believe, is Black Swan. I know she's not a 2-3. It's not been updated on here. She's a 3-5, I believe. Yeah. Her ability on reveal until the end of next turn, your one cost 0. So it's like a zoo Thanos type thing, right? The idea is like you can play all the stones for free because the Black Order like works for Thanos or whatever. I don't even know. I don't know the law. I'm not a lawman. Anyways, this is to see the pass card. I actually think this might be one of the weaker ones, but that might be because I don't like those type of decks, so I'm kind of a little skewed. Not really a fan of the like if what's her name? The card that was removed, Firestarter. Now this card with Firestarter or something like that, or a Hit Monkey type stuff, might be good. Like in a bounce deck, you play this on 5, and then you don't have to worry about bouncing everything as much. But I don't know. We'll see. Right? You could like bounce stuff. You play Black Swan and Falcon on 5, and then you've got a lot of free. Like a load of 0 cost ones for a big Hit Monkey or like stuff like that, right? So it's gonna be alright. I don't know how I feel about it. Next up, these are in no order, by the way. I have no idea what order they're coming. So if they're in the wrong order, it's okay. Is Super Giant, which is on reveal, all cards played next turn don't reveal until the game ends. So you play this on 4. Into like an Alioth type stuff, ideally, right? This could be really annoying, like really annoying. It'd be even more annoying if it was like, if this revealed first, it goes any cards revealed this turn and next don't reveal until the game ends, would be ridiculously annoying. Because you could really mess with people. But this also stops plays, right? The thing is, a lot of people are talking about how disruptive this can be, and it just clicked to me how good this could be. Because what happens if you stick this in a Hela deck? Play this on 4. Modok. On 5, into Hela. You know, you don't need Invisible Woman then, right? That could be, that's something. So, I actually had this, we'll talk about that at the end, like, I'm going to, like, rank them and see. So this might have just gone up in my head right now. So, she looks fun. Next up, Cull Obsidian, 410. You can only play this where you have a 1 cost card. So, I believe it was confirmed that you can literally play the 1 cost on the same turn as Cull Obsidian, which seems a little crazy to me. So you can play it on the last turn, right? You play a 1 drop in this, pretty decent power. Probably don't wait that long, but you know. I don't know. It's a lot of stats, but I just don't know if it's enough to be that great. And the last 2 are the 2 that I'm looking forward to the most, because I feel like there's quite a lot of utility here. And I like this card. This card just, I don't know, something about this card I like. So we go with Corvus Glaive. On reveal, discard 2 cards from your hand to get 1 max energy. So I just, ramping stuff's always kind of good. You look at the cards that give you the extra energy, right? They're still getting played. It might not be meta defining, right? But they're always getting played in decks, right? You've got like Psylocke that goes in like some Thanos stuff, maybe negative stuff if you're missing some of the other cards. Electro and ramp stuff, so they're always fitting in slots. So I like this. Yeah, people are like, ooh, you're ramping just to discard the stuff. But that's people thinking about like hella discard there. They're like, oh look, you discard this and blah blah blah, and you've hit the card that you want. Like, what if you just put this in normal discard? You want to discard pretty much everything other than like Dracula, right? Maybe not MODOK, but like, then play it on 4 or 5 or whatever, right? You don't need to play this on 3 if you've got card in your hand. So I actually like this card. I think it's going to be great. The last card is Proximia Midnight, which is another discard card. This is, I forgot to say it, all these stats, I don't know if I said it, like the stats aren't real, I don't think. I think she's a 4/7, and I believe, oh, the Black Swarm was the other one, that was a 3/5, right? So she's a 4/7 with, it's got no downside, a 4/7 with no downside. Like, you put this in a, it's just a 3/4/7 in discard. This card is crazy. Even if you put it in like a, I don't know, just like, you don't need to go full discard. You put this in like a, I don't know, like a Black Knight type deck where you don't mind hitting this to get out at some point. I know obviously you don't want to hit the Black Knight in there, but you know, like anything, one of those type of decks, like Black Bolt type stuff, where like they're not discard, right? But you've got discard in there. You know what I'm trying to say. I explained it bad, but you know, you get the whole point. So when this is discarded, it jumps to the lowest power location that isn't full. So this is a good card, right? So before we get onto the decks, because I have been rambling a lot about these cards, let me know in the comments how you rate these. Not like the order that you want them, more in the order how you think you're going to do. Like, what card do you think is going to be the best, what's going to be the worst. So I think, might be a lot of copium here, I'm going to rate Corvius as rank 1, into Midnight, Supergiant. I'm starting to think that I'm probably putting Supergiant down. I think no. Let's get my discard, right? My ranking would be Supergiant, Corvius, Midnight, Cool Obsidian, into Black Swan. I think that's my 5. Let me know in the comment what your 5 is. And then, yeah. And let me know how you're going to rate them and which ones you actually want. Because you can, like, think cards are going to be good and then actually not want those cards because they're not your playstyle. Like, if you don't like discard, you're not going to want discard, but it might be a good discard card, right? And stuff like that. So, let's get into... Okay. So, this is the part where we're going to talk about 10 decks of the week. These aren't in any order. They're just... I've looked around. These decks are performing well on ladder, performing well in conquest, just from everywhere, like from Untapped, from Twitter, from Discord, anything like that. You know, I'm just trying to find 10 decks. So first up's just a straight up discard hella list. Like, you know, you got your Black Knight in here, you got your hella, you've got your Lockjaw Jubilee type stuff for cheating stuff out to get big cards. And go from there. Not much real to say about that. Everyone knows how to play that. Next up, we've got like a junk Dark Orc list. I do feel like this list, myself, I'd put Grandmaster in here myself, but you know, also I don't know what you'd get rid of, right? Because you kind of want everything, so maybe you wouldn't. So the idea is, you know, you get your junk stuff, you throw in crap, you know, give them a Black Widow, Hood. You got your Sentry and Nihilus combo, and then you obviously your Dark Orc package. Your Shadow King in here, which is okay. I do feel like Shadow King's a little weak right now. So maybe I'd have probably taken the Shadow King out for a Grandmaster. I don't know. I'm trying to think how often I face cards where Shadow King would be good, and I don't really think I face many. I don't face a lot of High Evo in the moment, so... Next up, we just got a Thanos Jaw list. It's a bit of a ongoing type, well, like buffs type ongoing stuff in here, right? We've got Mobius and Kyra and Blue Marvel, Iron Lad to cheat out some of the good stuff. Like I said before, a little ramp card, Psylocke's in here, right? This is why I feel like Corvius with the extra 1 energy is going to be a little bit good, but you know, we've done talking about them. Anyways. Everyone knows how to play this deck. We've all seen it. We all want it dead. Nobody likes it. Next up is a Junk Galactus deck. This is an interesting deck. Obviously, you want to throw them junk, right? You want to throw them Hood, Green Goblin, Hobgoblin. And then you got Goliath to send stuff over Sentry, you know, Sentry into Annihilus, and then you've got Galactus if you're able to clog a lane and win it, or if you can steal a lane with Galactus. You know, you've got Goliath if you don't got to go for the Galactus play. Pretty straightforward. It's junk with the splash of Galactus in there just for I caught you type thing. And next up we have Destroy. You know, after it was heavily nerfed by making Hulkbuster better for curve. This week with that targeted nerf to Destroy. Removing Hulkbuster from a 3-5 to a 2-3, you know. Destroy's still insanely good because, you know, it's just a good deck and the Hulkbuster's just better off curve now, so, yeah, that's fun for everyone. Next up, we've got the 4 Darkhawk package that's been going around right now. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it has everything that you need, right? Like, the thing is right now, like with the 4 package, the 4 Beta Ray and Jane Foster, it's like this package is going around a bit like the Annihilus package, right? But it's a little bit greedier. I'm not that much of a fan of the package because it honestly, I know people say it's flexible because you can stick it in a lot of decks, but it's not flexible. It's really not flexible because if you're playing it 3-4-5, right? Those are some of the most important turns. In fact, they are probably more important than turn 1, 2, and 6. Like, having a good turn 6 doesn't mean anything if you're already losing 3 lanes, right? It's not like you're adding a lot of power. So I'm not really a big fan of the 4 package, but it's okay. It can do work. It's just, I do feel it's a little restricting because it costs you 3 turns to set up, right? Obviously, you can get a lot of power in there, but you know, it is what it is. Anyways, that's the 4 package. Can't have a weekly report without a high evo card deck, but we've all seen it, so I'm not going to spend long on here. You know, look at this. Yeah, everyone's seen it, everyone knows it, everyone hates it. Okay. On to the next deck, which is like a Black Bolt Hawk package. There's a lot of Hawk this week. I feel like people missed Hawk when Blob was everywhere. That everyone's just putting Hawk in everywhere. And the fact is, it just fits. Right? The Darkhawk package is, and I've been saying it for a while, it's the best package in the game, right? Because it's disruptive as hell, right? If you only get to draw 6 cards, right? Unless you get locations or cards for help, right? And if you make them draw 1 rock, that's fine. You know, that's already disruptive. Hell, if you're lucky enough that they draw 2 rocks, it's just game winning without really having to put the power down. So I really like it. But the package is super flexible. This package has got the Statue Black Bolt in here. We've gone with Ravonna over like Zabu because we've got Mystique, Iron Man, Darkhawk, Grandmaster all affected by Ravonna. So everything's reduced. And then, you know, you got Doom for the big slot of power. Where are we up to? Oh, Ronin. This is my favourite deck to have. One of my favourite decks to have Grandmaster in. I love Grandmaster this last week. I still love him. Because, like, Master Mold into Grandmaster just super toxic. I'm not going to lie. You just fill that hand up with Sentinels. Nobody likes that unless you're a C3 player or something. So it is pretty fun, or a Dino player, I guess. It is fun to throw those cards. And then obviously you've got, like, Mystique, Iron Man in here as well. This deck's actually got Darkhawk in here as well with Run, and that is wild. Well, I like it. Don't get me wrong. This has so much to offer. Holy crap. I didn't realize this has kind of got that much to offer. It's a bit greedy. I like it though. I like it. And then this was just a standard bolt list, right? This is using Silver Samurai to like discard X23 or Stack and Blade, and obviously you got Killmonger to destroy them both as well. Cheat out some energy. Discard a card from their hand with Black Ball, Silver Samurai, Doom, Miss Marvel. You know, you get the idea, right? Pretty fun. And lastly, so for the last part of the video, we're just going to have a quick look at Beta Ray and talk about the patch. So Beta Ray is added quite a bit to the 4 package, right? He's okay card. funnily enough, he's actually made 4 better, because you wouldn't really want to play 4 and Jane. It is like a 1-2 package, right, without needing anything. So now you can have Beta Ray, and people are exploring with that package everywhere. So he's a decent enough card. He's not really for me, because like I said when I was talking about one of the decks in there, I just don't like the package, because I feel like it restricts your plays. I like to be more flexible with my plays, not have it as much locked in and stuff. So the card's good if you like that type of stuff. Really good in like bouncy stuff as well, hit monkey stuff, because you got 2 zeros. But I do think the cards will see a lot of play and stuff all over the place, but it's not for me. And then lastly, we'll talk about the patch. So we'll talk about the patch quickly. The big thing was the nerf to Hulkbuster, which put out to probably be a bit of a slight buff. Like, it did make it so Deadpools are a little bit, don't get as big, but they're kind of more consistent. I feel like I didn't have Hulkbuster in my Destroy decks, but now I've been playing them in here a little bit. So I feel like it backfired a little bit. It doesn't, Hulkbuster doesn't, isn't just good for Deadpool anymore. Like, they've made it so Hulkbuster is kind of flexible to be played on like X-23, Wolverine, or Deadpool now, because it's so cheap. Yeah. And then the rest of the patch, it was kind of a weak patch, which I kind of liked. It was kind of little buffs, right? Like Heimdall got an extra bit of power. It completely changed Spider-Man 2099's power cost, right? It went from like a 4, what was it, 4.6? 4.7 to a 5.9. The rest of it I actually can't remember, because it was a patch that was nice because it didn't shake up the meta. There was a couple of little buffs. So it'll be interesting to see what next week's actual big patch is. Anyways, that's it for the video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you tomorrow for another video. Peace!